Hey there, everyone. It's Trevor here with another Daclus quality review. This is part of my New Year's resolution to see every movie that comes out in my theater and do a quick little review of it in my car on my phone. So, I just went and saw The Witch. This is it's back in colonial America, United States, and basically in New England. And I still have some popcorn left, sorry. I don't know why I did that. I'm on camera. But, in this family, they decide to leave the plantation and go live out in the wild because it's not, the community doesn't really live up to their Christian values and everything, as fully as they believe that, they should. And so they take off on their own because they're not willing to follow the rules of the plantation and the community. And crazy stuff happens, witches exist and all that stuff. And it's based on actual like folklore of the time, as well as even written journals and dialogue. And diaries. And it even says at the end that a lot of the dialogue, I don't know if it's at all of it, but a lot of it is taken from actual journals and diaries and stuff. So these are real people that said all these things. And I think that, and I knew this going into it, because I heard an interview with, I don't remember who it was. It might have been a writer, director, or producer or someone. But yeah, they were talking about, how it takes place in a time when you said someone was a witch, it was serious and it was believable and that people took it completely seriously. And there was no question whether they existed or not. It was fact in their minds. And, that's what this movie does. It's completely unsettling. The entire way through, it's not your general horror film. There's no jump scares really. There's no completely just freaky stuff. It's just unsettling. Just really unsettling. And, for that, it was really good. I might place it as top film of the year so far, because I was just sitting there just very freaked out a little bit, just very unsettled. That's what everyone was saying before I went in. I've heard people say this, and I can't disagree. That's exactly what it was. It was unsettling. It's not horrifying. It's nothing like that. It's not just scary. It's unsettling. In such a good way. It's really good. I know, at least the couple in front of me didn't like it. They thought it was nonsense and weird, but I think it's just so different. It's not the usual Hollywood fare of horror films where there's the jump scares and the usual BS that's normally in them. It's like a real thing, a period piece type thing, which, I mean, I think there are a lot of, probably a general audience doesn't really care for, but it was stuff of nightmares. Like, that's the real stuff that when I see a horror movie, I'm not going to have nightmares. I won't care. They never really frighten me. Jump scares may get me at times, but that's just because you get surprised. You kind of jump a little bit, but other than that, they never really stick with me. But this one might stick with me tonight. I might have a nightmare or two or something from this. And I don't know. I wish I didn't see it with anyone. I was trying to find people to go, but everyone kept canceling and couldn't make it or couldn't make it when I was available and all this stuff. So I went to see it alone. It was actually one because from the trailers I was like, this looks kind of freaky. I don't know if I want to see this alone. But yeah, it's not what I think a lot of horror people who are going here to see would expect. Especially for a couple, I think, I don't know, it seems like a lot of young couples probably go to these movies expecting a certain thing, a certain type of movie, and you're not going to get that. You're going to get a very sort of serious period piece with some really unsettling stuff, and I think going in having knowing, like, I think historically it's so accurate in terms of what people believed that and this folktale stuff that it mentions, that you really just are in it, and I felt like I was watching, like, it's like a real family of the time. And yeah, I highly recommend this movie. It might be my top movie this year. I mentioned that already, but it is really just, it's really good. I mean, it's not like action or anything all the time or anything like that. I could definitely see why people wouldn't like it, but for me, I have to say, just fantastic in its completely unsettlingness. Anyway, I'm gonna head home and have nightmares. Try to get to some sleep. But this week, I'm a little later on these movies, but this week, coming out is Eddie the Eagle. We also have, not that. Oh, Triple Nine. Triple Nine is coming out. Eddie the Eagle, Triple Nine. There's one more. Gosh, I think it's It's a good one. I think they're all decent movies coming out this week. I wish I remember what the other one was. I will probably put it in here with annotation, so it's somewhere around here. So I don't know. But anyway, have a good one. I'll see you for the next movie. Don't know which one I'll see first. But until then, have a good one. Oh no, wait. Let me give out my Twitter handle. My Twitter handle is @Daclus. The spelling's in the title of the video. Also, you can follow Geek Wars Podcast. That's the channel, the YouTube channel you're watching this on, is Geek Wars Podcast on Twitter @Geek Wars Podcast. You can also check out our podcast on iTunes, Podbean, and Podcast Addict. Listen to that. We talk geeky things and stuff. It's in the title, geeky. Just news and stuff that comes out, any movies that we see or TV shows, comic books, video games. Not so much. I don't really play video games much, but anyway, that is that. Now I can say, until next time, I will see you next time.